Peace, my beautiful souls. Okay, I trust this is not going to be a discouragement to anyone. I'm going to be speaking about like the difficulties, or basically, okay, I'm here to commend you, me, everybody, on making the choice to change your life, your mindset, how you treat yourself, your body, the people around you, even with the difficulties that come along with doing such a thing. Like spiritual journey, self-love journey, the journey of life, all of that thing, like all of it, it's not an easy thing to do. Like you have to consciously get up and make the choice to be different than your norm every single day, you know. And that takes a lot of perseverance, it takes discipline. And even something that I was talking to myself about like a year ago, like being an adult, not having somebody to tell you what to do anymore, that's hard in itself, because you have to create that discipline, because you can literally do whatever you want, right? And so to change your lifestyle though, to like intentionally make it better for yourself, mind, body, soul, all in one, you know, it's hard. Like you have to stay consistent, and sometimes it's difficult to do those things. But I wanted to talk about like commending yourself for what you have done, and giving yourself grace, and not beating yourself up, not beating ourselves up when we like fall off track, or if it does seem to be hard, because doing that is not an easy thing. Like changing your life, changing your mindset, changing the way you eat, the things you do day to day, the things you watch, you listen to, all of that stuff, it doesn't just happen overnight. Like it takes time, you know. And especially doing that, like doing what is so outside of the norm, so outside of what most of society does, you know. And a lot of us, like when we are on that journey, we are now like, in order to reconnect with ourselves, like our true selves, our highest selves, and our guides and stuff like that, we usually have to disconnect from the people and the things that we are used to being around all the time. Like we have to disconnect from friends, disconnect from family members, because it gets also hard to be around certain energies when you're trying to be in a different energy, when you're trying to be in a different frequency. It's difficult to be around lower frequencies, you know, or frequencies that are not in alignment with you and where you're trying to be, I should say. And that just, it takes a lot, especially those of you who have like little Ren. You have to be a parent on top of taking care of you, on top of changing the way you are. You have to help instill that into your Ren, and that's a lot, you know. So I really definitely commend you, but I just wanted to come talk about it and like spread some like a little extra boost, you know, of encouragement and stuff to keep going, and do not be so hard on yourself. Me and my girlfriend were talking about it today, like how it's been a bit difficult to get back like on a schedule and into discipline with certain things and stuff like that. And it's like we really have to take the time to be grateful with ourselves. It doesn't happen overnight. Like we have to like let go of the things that we were used to doing, the comfortable things, you know. Like it's really easy to just binge watch things all day and eat the food that we're used to eating. Like it's really easy to go and not meditate, not take care of yourself. Like that shit is easy, you know. Like it's easy to do that. It's hard to really push and do the things that are going to help you, and it's not always hard. I shouldn't, like, I don't, once again, don't want to discourage anybody. It's not always hard, but I'm saying like the start of something new and getting that consistency is difficult, especially once again with all your other day-to-day things, especially if we are still having, or you are still having to work like a regular or like a 9-to-5 job. Like a lot of us have been conditioned to believe like that's the only way. Like you have to go to college, you have to work the 9-to-5 job to be successful, or to be like, I don't know, the right path, whatever. But then you wake up to another reality, you know. But switching that and having to sometimes, like I said, still be a part of that 9-to-5 before, like until you get to working for yourself or doing what it is that you truly want to do, you know. Sometimes we still have to deal with that, and it's hard because like our soul is not in it, our heart is not in it, our mind is not in it, but we have to be in it to, you know, for a certain amount of time we have to be in it to get to that other side, you know. And it's difficult, but once again, I just want to hit the keep going button and give yourself grace. And don't forget, like I usually say, to have fun, make some time to have fun. But like we tend to, like, it makes sense, like we tend to downplay our traumas, so much so that we also downplay our achievements, our successes and stuff, like, because we're not exactly where we want to be yet. We don't give ourselves like the congratulations and the good job for where we have gotten, and the little things that we do every day to stay on track, to stay with a you know, healthy mind, body and soul and all that stuff, if you get what I'm saying, which I am sure you do. But yeah, like, just don't be so hard on yourself. You've gotten so far. There's still so much goodness to come, you know, like, and it takes time. It does not happen overnight. It takes time. And I was watching a video the other day of a guy. He was saying, like, if something you're trying to achieve is taking so long and it feels like there's a lot of setbacks, it's because that dream, that end goal is so big. Like, there are things, you know, obstacles that have to be endured and overcome for you to get to that point. But, like, don't give up, don't be so hard on yourself, and acknowledge how far you've come. Acknowledge the successes that you've already had, the achievements that you've already made, you know. Like, it's a lot, it's so many things, like, happening all at once. There's so many things to juggle with and, you know, change and heal and work through and strive through, you know. So, like, yeah, I just trust that, like, we're all gonna keep going. I know we'll keep going, and that it will get easier. Once again, this was not to discourage, it's just the truth. Like, so not a lot of people, sometimes people think like the spiritual journey or the self-love journey is so easy and all that stuff. No, there's a lot of shit to go through, you know, to embody those things, like embody your highest self, embody that love for you, for the world and stuff like that. Like, it's not an easy thing. It's very possible, but, you know, it's hard. But hard doesn't mean bad. Hard doesn't mean impossible. Hard doesn't mean anything but that it's a bit difficult, you know. But you can do it. We can do it. Yeah, I love you, and I trust whoever will need to hear this, or whoever needs to hear this will hear that. And keep going. Keep cheering yourself on. Throw yourself a little freaking party. No success is too small to, like, congratulate yourself and be happy over. And I'm talking to y'all as much as I'm talking to me, because I do that too. I've downplayed my traumas, and I've also downplayed the things that I have done, the change that I have made, you know, like, and I beat myself up sometimes over the fact that I'm not exactly where I would want to be, or if I, like, fall off track, you know, and I, like, harp on that, and I know a lot of us do. And that it doesn't help us. Like, not to say, like, don't push yourself, like, because pushing yourself is good too, but still, like, you are worthy of resting. You are worthy of also living and just being, and not trying to be 24/7 in, like, go mode. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, I love you guys. Talk to you later.